My name is Truth, and in this video I'm going to be going over how I master a song. So the song I'm mastering is The Premonition off of my upcoming album Fall From Grace. Now, this is all the tracks on my song. These are the instruments and these are the vocals. The song is pretty much done. It's been mixed and everything, so mastering is usually the final step. And I'm actually remastering it. So I figured I'd show you guys my process. So, two things I normally use in my master section. I got Ozone Elements 8, and I have this Youlean Loudness Meter. So I'm going to open both of those. Keep that open. Loudness Meter, keep that open. So I'm still learning how to do this, and the first time I did it, I guess I thought it was good, but turns out it's not good. So you generally want if you're going to upload to streaming services like Spotify, you're going to want this, the loudness to be at -14 dB. So we'll see if we're hitting that using this loudness meter. I wasn't using the loudness meter before, but this will give me a very accurate indication of where I'm at. So let's play the song.
My life's kinda like a constant civil war zone. My mind's skipping like it's on a yellow brick road. I'm on a sick mode.
So there's a short term up here, and this purple one is the whole track. So you saw the short term; it was getting above 14, -14. So I'm already going to want to do something about that. The other criteria for Spotify and other streaming services is you want to be under -1 at your true peak max right here. So I seem to be okay with that. So I'm going to clear that out. I'm going to go to where it gets louder again.
My life's kinda like a constant civil war zone. My mind's skipping like it's on a yellow brick road. I'm on a sick mode, please refill my prescription. I'm in position to diminish all opposition. Preliminary rhymes got you thinking scary times are coming. Scary 9 9s before the
already above where it should be.
But mine is televised, leaping off a tall building. I hope I learn to fly.
So if you go above -14 dB, the sites are gonna limit you. They have software to kind of limit the volume themselves, and you don't want them messing with your sound. So you want to get it as close to that -14 as you can without going over. So I'm already going over. So, and I also hit the just crossed the peak of -1. So I'm going to, some of the ways you can deal with that is just by bringing the output down. So I'm gonna, I usually start with around -2. Let's see how that sounds. Let's start here.
Life's kinda like a constant civil war zone. My mind's skipping like it's on a yellow brick road. I'm on a sick mode, please refill my prescription.
If it starts to
diminish all
hit the peak again, I'm gonna have to bring the ceiling down. So we're still good under the 14.
Suicide, who am I? Truth is what I go by. We forgot about the youth, and I know why, cause we forgot the truth ourselves. And if it's true, we couldn't boost ourselves. But what's the use if we shoot ourselves? Blew my brains up, but I couldn't get the stains out. Grab the nearest angel, rip this motherfucking wings out. Put them on my back to reach a new altitude. If I'm the laughing stock, who are they laughing to? Huh? Death's coming for us. Screams in the air, baby, clearly trying to warn us. But we don't listen to the warning. Blind eye turn to the dark clouds forming.
Okay. So we're pretty well above the 14 now. So I could either dial it back some more. Let's dial it back another dB. And I could also turn it down before it gets to the master section. So I could find if there's any parts that are too loud, I can turn that down. But I don't really, I mean, I mixed it already. I'm not really sure there's anything that's going to be egregious. Okay, let's try that again. That.
Fucking hatchet, catch it, bank while I clank like ratchet. Hope you got your seatbelt.
So during the chorus, it gets above, but when it gets back to the verse, it's where it should be. So let's try that again.
Take me to hell in a handbasket. Lambasted while I swing this fucking hatchet. Catch it, bank while I clank like ratchet. Hope you got your seatbelts fastened. Drastic, ass kicks, administer with passion. Kill you in a sinister fashion. Minister a pastor, better run faster. Pitch you in that wall like plaster. Bitch, you better call me master. Yeah, cause every day gets colder. Every day my weight gets added to the boulder. And it's making my shoulders shift. Sometimes I wish I could just get it over with. Pull the trigger, watch the sky go black. Floating in the river while my eyes roll back. Only I know that my pride holds my back. So if I have to die tonight, no, I won't hold back. Bitch, I hear death's coming for us.
Okay, so that tells me I have to turn the vocals down during the chorus. Because I don't want to keep turning the whole track down. That'll mess up my... it'll just sound too soft overall. So let's go to the vocals. Oops. Let's bring our loudness meter. There. It's almost there. Start it again. Let's see. Turn it down a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna try to leave it right there because it's okay for the chorus to cross that line every now and then. Because if you have your verses under 14 and your chorus goes a little above, that's fine as long as the average throughout the whole song is negative 14. So I'm going to let it play and just make sure that the average is where it needs to be. Let me take it to a different part of the song to make sure that it's still good.
the footsteps coming through the hallway? Murder and destruction, yeah, we did it our way. Have we sealed our fate? Only time will answer. First it'd be the torture, followed by the laughter. Lift my name on high, let it ring true. If the bells ring for me, then they can sing for you. And don't blame the messenger, I'm just telling a story. Please pardon me if it gets a little gory. I'm not doing this for the fame or the glory, money or the women, the videos are touring. I do this for the broken, the lost in the morning, ones that don't know if they'll make it through the morning. I see the clouds forming and coming on the storm means the end of our chapter, so capture this moment. Let judgment fall on those whose death is in fear, and listen up so you can hear the warning very clear.
Okay, so there's a little breakdown before the third verse and then the third verse goes up in intensity, so it does get too loud there. So what I'm trying to do is find elements that are only in the third verse and try to dial those back. That's like the horns. It's mostly the horns that are new in the third verse. This is it right here. Let's see. I did not. I don't think I could turn that down. Let me make sure that's the right one.
Listen up so you can hear the warning very clear.
There. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the horns that comes in.
Yeah, I can hear the footsteps coming through the hallway. Murder and destruction, yeah, we did it our way. Have we sealed our fate? Only time will answer. First it'd be the torture, followed by the laughter. Lift my name on high, let it ring true. If the bells ring for me, then they can sing for you. And don't blame the messenger, I'm just telling a story. Please pardon me if it gets a little gory. I'm not doing this for the fame or the glory, money or the women, the videos are touring. I do this for the broken, the lost in the morning, ones that don't know if they'll make it through the morning. I see the clouds forming and coming on the storm means the end of our chapter, so capture this moment. Let judgment fall on those whose death is in fear, and listen up so you can hear the warning very clear.
Okay, so that did not bring it down far enough, but since it's one part of the song and it's meant to be more intense, it should be okay. Like I said, as long as the entire song is under -14. But let me just make sure. And we'll just monitor this purple box. Everything else seems okay. Our true peak is never hit.
My life's kinda like a constant civil war zone. My mind's skipping like it's on a yellow brick road. I'm on a sick mode, please fulfill my prescription. I'm in position to diminish all opposition. Preliminary rhymes got you thinking scary times are coming. So carry 9 nines before the genocide. All of us are meant to die, but mine is televised. Leaping off a tall building, I hope I learn to fly. Or else it's suicide, who am I? Truth is what I go by. We forgot about the youth, and I know why. Cause we forgot the truth ourselves.
The short term is hovering right above 14.
If we shoot ourselves, blew my brains out, but I couldn't get the stains out. Grab the nearest angel, rip this motherfucking wings out. Put them on my back.
When the snares come in, goes up a little higher.
Who are they laughing to, huh?
So we smooth out the chorus a little bit, so it's not such a jump once the chorus comes in, which is good.
While I swing this fucking hatchet, catch it, bank while I clank like ratchet. Hope you got your seatbelts fastened. Drastic, acid. ass kicks, administer with passion, kill you in a sinister fashion. Minister, a pastor, better run faster. Pitch you in that ball like plaster. Bitch, you better call me master. Yeah, cause every day gets colder. Every day more weight gets added to the boulder. And it's making my shoulders shift. Sometimes I wish I could just get it over with. Pull the trigger, watch the sky go black. Floating in the river while my eyes roll back. Only I know that my pride holds my back. So if I have to die tonight, no, I won't hold back, bitch.
The bridge or breakdown, whatever.
Yeah, I can hear the footsteps coming through the hallway. Murder and destruction, yeah, we did it our way. Have we sealed our fate? Only time will answer. First it'll be the torture, followed by the laughter. Lift my name on high, let it ring true. If the bells ring for me, then they can sing for you. And don't blame the messenger, I'm just telling a story. Please pardon me if it gets a little gory. I'm not doing this for the fame or the glory, money or the women, the videos are touring. I do this for the broken, the lost in the morning, ones that don't know if they'll make it through the morning. I see the clouds forming and coming up the storm means the end of our chapter. So capture this moment, let judgment fall on those whose death is in fear, and listen up so you can hear the warning very clear.
So it was 0.2 dB, just over 14 overall. So that's a little interesting. So I didn't get it perfect, but I want to show you what happens after that. And so I got it around where I want to get it. I'm going to export the song. And then, so from there, what I like to use is this website called the Loudness Penalty Analyzer. So it basically, you upload your file and it analyzes the file, and it lets you know if your track is too loud or too soft and how the site will deal with it. So it'll show you, Spotify will lower your track's dB by 2 or up it by 2 if it's too soft. So to make sure that I have the right levels, after I render it, which I think is still going, then I upload it to this website. So I gotta wait for it to render. Alright. So that's done rendering. And then I'm gonna take that, put it right here. And it's gonna process it. Okay, so this tells me that it is too loud, because, and it's very slightly too loud. Like most places will only lower it by 0.2 dB. YouTube, Tidal, and Amazon Music 0.2 dB, which is not that bad. Spotify and iTunes are going to turn it down a whole dB, so that's a little bit more of an issue. So I'm going to, using that information, I'm going to go back and tweak a little bit more. So, and at this point, it's pretty easy. Oops. It's pretty easy fix. So right now it's at -3. So I don't want to do it a whole dB down, because then on the other sites it's gonna be too low. So I'm gonna try to go somewhere in the middle. So let's see. Let's lower it another. Let's do 0.5. And everything else is fine, so I'm just gonna leave it. Save that. Okay. So. Wait for you to export. And I'll let that finish up. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the website, refresh it, the new file, drop it in there, see what the analyzer tells me. Okay. So what this tells me, whenever there's a dash, it so it says that certain sites don't increase the playback level. So if your thing is too low, instead of increasing it, it's just gonna have this line. So this tells me it's too low for these three, and iTunes, it's right on the money. Spotify is gonna lower it 0.5 dB, which to me is acceptable, because I think on average, I think it's at a good level. I mean, perfectly on iTunes. I could raise it up a little bit more to get, these three in good shape, but then that'll make Spotify worse and iTunes. So I think I'm gonna leave it at this level. So that's the mastering done for this track, and just for reference, I'm going to play it again, start to finish, and just make sure all the loudness is in order.
life's kinda like a constant civil war zone. My mind's skipping like it's on a yellow brick road. I'm on a sick mode, please refill my prescription. I'm in position to diminish all opposition. Preliminary rhymes got you thinking scary times are coming. So carry 9/9s before the genocide. All of us are meant to die, but mine is televised. Leaping off a tall building, I hope I learn to fly. Or else it's suicide, who am I? Truth is what I go by. We forgot about the youth, and I know why. Cause we forgot the truth ourselves. And if it's true, we couldn't boost ourselves. But what's the use if we shoot ourselves? Blew my brains out, but I couldn't get the stains out. Grab the nearest angel, rip his motherfucking wings out. Put them on my back to reach a new altitude. If I'm the laughing stock, who are they laughing to? Huh? Take me to hell in a handbasket. Lambasted while I swing this fucking hatchet. Catch it, bank while I clank like ratchet. Hope you got your seatbelts fastened. Drastic ass kicks, administer with passion. Kill you in a sinister fashion. Minister a pastor, better run faster. Pitch you in that ball like plaster. Bitch, you better call me master. Yeah, cause every day gets colder. Every day more weight gets added to the boulder. And it's making my shoulder shift. Sometimes I wish I could just get it over with. Pull the trigger, watch the sky go black. Floating in the river while my eyes roll back. Only I know that my pride holds my back. So if I have to die tonight, no, I won't hold back, bitch. Yeah, I can hear the footsteps coming through the hallway. Murder and destruction, yeah, we did it our way. Have we sealed our fate? Only time will answer. First to be the torture, followed by the laughter. Lift my name on high, let it ring true. If the bells ring for me, then they can sing for you. And don't blame the messenger, I'm just telling a story. Please pardon me if it gets a little gory. I'm not doing this for the fame or the glory, money or the women, the videos are touring. I do this for the broken, the lost in the morning. Ones that don't know if they'll make it through the morning. I see the clouds forming and coming up the storm. It's the end of our chapter, so capture this moment. Let judgment fall on those whose death is in fear. And listen up so you can hear the warning very clear.
Alright, so as you can see at the end of the song, I'm still under negative 14 dB, and my true peak did not come anywhere near close to -1, so I should be in the clear. I got it as loud as possible to the 14, negative 14 maximum without going over. And that's how I do it. If you are still new to the whole mastering thing, so if you have any feedback, just let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.